Hi, with Mocienne Petit Jackson. Today it's still extremely hot in the Netherlands. It's Caribbean hot. It's like we are being stowed in a microwave. That's how hot it is. I've been working in my office and I need to get out and take a walk. And I really wanted to talk. And I really want to be in the forest just for a moment and have my conversation here so that I can breathe. I have asthma and breathing is really difficult right now, but I still haven't used my medication because they are very addicted. And I was talking to a friend and he said to me, can you be more specific in my videos? And I said, what do you mean more specific? I am talking about my life and things that happen in my life. And it's quite a big trauma, everything happened. So he asked specific. I said to him, you want me to tell you how specific I've been raped? Or what the person who have raped me did to me? You want me to write the details, talk about the details, the way I was penetrated, and then the things that the person who abused me, raped me as a child. You want specifically that I tell that to my YouTube channel viewers? You want to have that specific way of which day, which hour I was raped? What do you mean not specific? I said, I have never been so open in my life. To anyone. So my YouTube channel is really something huge to me, that I'm sharing things I have never shared before with the world, because I want people to understand that I don't want to be famous when I say that Michael Jackson is my father. This is something real. This is something behind it. And because Michael Jackson is my father and I've been hiding away by the Jackson all my life, I suffered so much. And it's not fair that when people Google my name, Mocienne Petit Jackson, they read all crazy stories about me, while no one knows the story from me, around me. So I said to the friend, so what do you want? You want me to get more specific? You want me to share more specific about how I was raped as a child? How I was abused? What kind of materials they used to abuse me? So, what do you want? When I'm very angry with people, I get very calm. I only get angry to the people that I love. If I love you, I will scream at you. If I love you, I will show you my emotions. But if I don't give a bleep about you, you don't get any expression from me. I get very quiet. And when I get very quiet, this is how more dangerous I am, because my head is thinking. And I'm really cursing you to the heaven and earth. I'm cursing your soul. And I don't feel guilty about it, because you have to know who you are and where you stand for, and be focused on what you're doing. So, me doing this YouTube video is big. It's one of the biggest things I ever did in my life, doing this YouTube channel, talking about my life. You know, there's so much things that I can go into it, but it has no use, because what I want. I want people to go and read my book, write reviews, so that all this negativity that's surrounding what the press and the media do, it will be removed very far pages. I want all this tabloid bullshit, I want it all to be on page 100 on YouTube, on Google. So making a lot of videos around my life also will help remove a lot of negativity from my name, because I don't have to be punished because I went to court and claiming my share of the inheritance on time. I don't have to be punished for that. And I was punished for that. I was really punished for that. So having this YouTube account talking about my life is very big for me. It's very huge for me. It's really affect my life, and it's not easy. And my friend saying that I have to go, he said, I know you, so why don't you go into more details? I don't even listen to this kind of bullshit, because I understand very well of what I'm telling my YouTube channels, followers, anyone who go into my channel. I understand that my channel is very heavy. I'm having a great time watching YouTube videos of where husbands and wife, girlfriend and boyfriend, people who have babies, making all this kind of nice videos, you know, people recording beautiful moments that they play with the dolphins or another beautiful animal or save an animal. Beautiful. I love and I enjoy these videos. I also enjoy people who are adopting a baby or are so happy with the baby, and I enjoy all these kind of videos. But this is not my YouTube channel. It's not about that. My YouTube channel is about my journey going to court with the Dutch government and surrounding my kidnapping. My YouTube channel will be the revelation to the world of the truth that Michael Jackson is my father, and I'm sharing this process. One of the reasons that I decided to share it, and now we are coming to the point. There are Michael Jackson fans who have loved him dearly, who have buy his music, buy his material for years. I can understand, even I don't care about Michael Jackson fans. I don't care because they are not my fans. But I do care about what my father did to them. My father have lied and deceived his fans for many years because he didn't share with his fans that I was born, that he became a father very young. And I blame it all on Motown record. I blame it all to Barry Gordy. So my neighbor, okay. So I cannot talk. I have to wait till someone passes me because I'm walking in the forest. He's taking the other road. Pretty good. So Barry Gordy, he's to blame for that. This incredible drama, he's to blame for that. And so I created this YouTube channel because I want Michael Jackson fan, even they are not my fans and I do not care about them. I'm human. I understand the feeling. So my YouTube channel, I created #1 for myself, because I want people to go and buy my books. People who love to read, who are open-minded, to go and read my story, because I'm not a fanatic Michael Jackson fan who want to be his daughter. All these crazy ideas that the media say. And I'm not a liar, as Barbara Jane Ross tried to, because she wanted to save her own ass, Diana Ross' sister. So I want that out of the air. I want that removed from my life. So doing this YouTube channel, I do it first for myself, because you have to believe in your own product. And my product is my autobiography, Thriller Betrayal and Thriller the Dark Side of the Land. And it's very hard that at such a young age I wrote my autobiographic. You know, you're really losing a lot of your privacy when you write an autobiography. You know, it's autobiography is a basic of your life. And it's very private, and that make me feel very vulnerable, that my life is there for everyone to read. And I have translated in several languages. Okay, let's get to the point, to Michael Jackson fans. I always seem to cry in these videos. Michael Jackson did not want to share me with the world. So yesterday I was talking to a friend, and he said that I should go into more details. So what do you mean more details? I was really pissed off as I started this conversation. You know, there are parts of my father's life that I will never share with anyone. Even he passed away. This is the privacy between me and my dad, because I feel many times now that I have this YouTube channel that I betrayed my father in a lot of ways, because if he was alive today, the world would not know that I exist, because he was so fed up of being abused of the child molester case and the way that the tabloid use him. But he created himself that the tabloid used him. Michael Jackson created it himself. All this problem that he received throughout his life with the media, he created himself. Let's say Michael Jackson team created himself. Michael Jackson did not have to have this kind of drama with the press. If you look at the way that Madonna did it, Barbra Streisand did it, the Beatles did it. I mean, Michael Jackson, PR, they created this drama between Michael Jackson and the press. So all this bullshit from Michael Jackson fans making Michael Jackson a victim because of the media, that's really bullshit. Michael Jackson fans need to understand this. The Michael Jackson media problem was created by Michael Jackson PR. That's it. It's Michael Jackson PR who have fucked up Michael Jackson life with the media. Okay? So no miscommunication and no misunderstanding about that. And let me go into details, have experienced how Michael Jackson manipulated the press. Because when he came back into my life, I will go back into details. So to my friends who want to have details, when Michael Jackson came back into my life in 2001, the way he played that media game with me, music room talk about me, it was Michael Jackson team doing. Celebrity TV came to the office of my lawyer, was Michael Jackson doing it. People magazine contact me to have an interview about me being Michael Jackson. Was Michael Jackson doing? Because Michael Jackson wanted to sacrifice me, you know, without having any mercy. I wasn't ready to share that he was my dad. But he had it in his mind, and that's the way it has to happen. And it didn't happen because I was a mother and I was independent, and I said no. So there was only one interview in that time surrounding me, and it was in 2000 2002 or 2003, 2003 or 2003. And it was Michael Jackson doing. So in that time, if the whole world would know that Michael Jackson was my father, that's what Michael Jackson wanted. And that was when he was still alive. I will have loose control about my life. And I had my father on telephone. And I really said to my father, go bleep, bleep, bleep your dick. And it's not going to happen. I will take control of my own life. You are not going to, after hiding me away. So Michael Jackson people, they were pissed off that they couldn't sabotage my life the way it is. And I had to go and move my ass to California. I will even be on the cover of People magazine as Michael Jackson's daughter. Michael Jackson wanted me to go to court and all this drama. Woman in the Netherlands claiming to be Michael Jackson. It was all my father, Michael Jackson, doing. And that's what he wanted. And I said, no, you are not going to fuck up my life with the press as you did. And it was a good decision for me because soon after my rejection to my father's controlling behavior, trying to make me lose my life as I have built for the security of my son, he couldn't get his way. And short after our really nation fight, where I really said to my father, let me tell you details. Where I really said to my father, you go bleep bleep yourself. I was kidnapped. You didn't do a damn thing. I was this, I was that. It went hard. And don't you even dare doing what did to me. It's not going to happen. I went specifically to the manipulation of Michael Jackson that he did to the press. So I went brutally. I experienced how he manipulated the press. In America, one of the CBS called me to do an interview. Was talking about a really nice woman I had on the phone. Are you really Michael Jackson's daughter? I mean, nobody had my number, and my father's team have given the number to the press. So CBS called me in the middle of the night for an interview. Do you want to do a television interview? I said no, but we heard that you are really Michael Jackson's daughter from someone very close to Michael Jackson. And we would like to do an exclusive interview. That was already in 2003. That was just before the child molester case started. And I said to the CBS, really huge channel, and it wasn't in tabloid news. It was real news. So I said to the woman, no, I cannot do an interview with you. I'm still in shock dealing with the fact that my father, Michael Jackson, is back into my life. Please, 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 don't do this to me. I'm not ready. Crying. So the way that my father, Michael Jackson, manipulated the press, I wanted this idea that he was a victim of the media, victim of the press. I want that out. I want that out. That's not the reality, the way Michael Jackson, sabotaged the news the way he wants. And he even tried to throw me into the lions. But he couldn't because I'm a good talker. I said, no, don't do it. I even said to CBS, if you do this to me, I will take a lawyer and I will go to court. Just don't do it. And the reporter was very nice, very lovely. And she said, I understand. And she said, oh, now I really believe that you are Michael Jackson's daughter. I can hear it in your voice. You have the same voice like him. Diana Sawyer, my father, Michael Jackson, arranged Gloria Alfred, yes. Diana Sawyer I have on the phone, yeah. I had Diana Sawyer on the phone. And I spoke to Gloria Alfred. And Michael Jackson people asked me to call someone, and I said, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? So why? So my father said, you know what? My father, Michael Jackson, said, if you do this to me, if you do this for me, I will no longer bother you. Okay? Fine. I said, fine. Just do this one last thing for me. I said, fine. So they give me the telephone number of Gloria Alfred, the lawyer, American lawyer. So I had her on the phone. And they said, just ask her if she wants to represent you, that I am your father. Just say it. So I said, fine, I will do it. But after when I do it, please leave me alone, because I don't want this. I have other plans with my life. So I called Gloria Alfred. I had to call her in special time. And then I said to her, yeah, one of the Michael Jackson people told me to give you a call and to ask you if you want to be my lawyer, because they want me to let you know that Michael Jackson is my father. And she started to laugh, Gloria Alfred. We all know she's a bitch, because she's a very woman rights lawyer. And then Gloria Alfred says, and that's not funny. Michael Jackson cannot have a secret daughter. I would already know. And I said, I'm sorry, but I'm Michael Jackson's secret daughter. So she just hung up the phone on me. And then I called, Michael Jackson people back. And I said, okay, I have done what you wanted me to do. And I had Gloria Alfred on the phone. And I told her, I told her what you wanted me to say, and she didn't believe it. And one thing that my father seriously have, he likes to call woman pig. Then I heard somewhere from his friends, every time when I say something, that's Michael Jackson words. Every time when I say something that's real, all these pigs, they don't believe me, huh? So Gloria Alfred had me exclusive on the phone. So my father called in the middle of the night. Of course, I screamed at him. I said, "You piece of bleep bleep bleep. So stop using me. I'm not going to do it." And in the video, he used Brian Oxman in Celebrity News. Brian Oxman was television. Oh, Mocienne Petit Jackson, she wants to go to court, saying Michael Jackson is her father, blah, blah, blah. They really make me like I'm a foolish woman. But, you know, my father was laughing all the time, because he was enjoying himself. Michael Jackson was enjoying himself, that the media didn't believe that he conceived a child. Well, I'm his real daughter. So he was totally playing it out, and he was like a king on his castle, and making my life an emotional hell, because he felt a lot of control. So then, in the middle of the night, he waked me up. My father, Michael Jackson, called. He said, you know, babe, are you ashamed of me? He said, I'm the king of pop. Are you ashamed of me that you are my daughter? I will show you. I said, what you will show me? I will show you. I said, oh, my God. He will show me. So that's when I really start to become angry, yell at him, say, I will get you, you know. So I said to my father, you're not getting anything. I'm in control of my life. Do you remember how you dumped me? All the things I passed? And then my father said, I don't care about it anymore. You are not going to be ashamed that I'm yours and you're mine. And I was really like, whoa. And then I said to him, you know, all these Michael Jackson things that you were, oh, so nice guy. Oh, what a nice, lovely bird, lovely voice. And that's when the first time I screamed to my father, Dad, you're a fucking bitch. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. And then my father said, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care that I'm a bitch, my father says. So, the way that he manipulates the look, Hallo. Iemand is gek op mij. Yeah. So the way that my father manipulated the press was unbelievable. The way he manipulated the press, and he was pissed off. He was pissed off for 2001, 2002, 2002. He was pissed off for 3 years that he couldn't manipulate me. You know, and the sound and music building people, they say, please go to Netherlands, visit your dad. And the only thing that they accomplished me to do is me going to New York, seeing my father after so many years. But we didn't have any quality time together. We were in a private party where JC was there, Demon Dutch was there. Then they start to attack me. JC, Beyonce Knowles' husband we are talking about. He started to attack me, his team, saying why I didn't say Michael Jackson was my father. He said, you know, we are in a music group, you know, you should let us know that you are a secret daughter, because Michael Jackson has said something to him like, do you like my daughter? Do you like Mocienne? Do you think she's hot? And then JC says, yes, Mocienne is hot. Mocienne is nice. She's a good singer, but a lot of, she needs a little bit more hip-hop style. They talk about my accent and my singing. So there came a point where Michael Jackson asked JC, do you like my daughter? JC was like, what? Who did daughter? So what happened is JC's people came to me. Yeah, don't think that because you were Michael Jackson's daughter, we're going to treat you any better. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, really, fuck you. I was on that moment, I really think, you know, fuck you with your whole music scene. You know, this is even not... I even had it with Rockefeller and all this shit and this Damon Dash. I was really like, go to hell, just screw you. That's it. So that was really the moment that I decided didn't want to do studio work anymore in the music. That I really had it. I really had it. I was thinking, you know, you coming into my personal life, expect me to say things that are very private. And then you get angry with me. So there was really a moment that I was done with JC. So there are some artists that really know Michael Jackson is my father, but you know, there is a music code in the music industry, and that's it. And that's it. That's it. So the way that Michael Jackson tried to manipulate my life, and then he was murdered in 2009, and then claiming my inheritance right. You know, everyone knows in the court of California knows that the will of Michael Jackson is not correct. It's not what it's supposed to be. Everyone knows it. But you know what? The court didn't left my case open. The Supreme Court of America still have my court case open. And there's a reason why they do that. Because they know the fact is not it's not right. They know there is something wrong with the estate of Michael Jackson. But you know what? They need someone to run the estate of Michael Jackson, and the Jackson family are not the right one to do so. So in that way, they have made the right decision to let John Blanca play his game around the estate. I know John Blanca, he scares to death me when I'm going to change, when I'm going to finish this lawsuit. And even when I do the lawsuit, I don't care about the estate of Michael Jackson. I do not want to represent my father. I do not. Why? Because all my life I received rejection. All my life I totally stand alone, and I went through hell to accomplish anything in my life. And when I'm there where I want to be, why should I represent a man who played me out my whole life? I mean, don't misunderstand me. I love my father. I love the Michael Jackson that the world don't know. And the Michael Jackson I don't know has nothing to do with the king of pop. The Michael Jackson that I know is the gentle giant, powerful young man who is incapable to raise a daughter like me. Powerful, strong, independent, and extraordinary. I have the father that I always feel I was born for him, and he didn't appreciate me enough, and somehow God, angels, devil punish him in a way because he couldn't accomplish it. So I'm not going to represent the estate of Michael Jackson. And John Blanca, he can play around what he wants. You know, he doesn't have the life forever. He would die. You know, one day he would die, and then things change. You know what's so wonderful about time is? What's so wonderful about time is time keeps changing. Time keeps changing. Nothing stays the same. And I think there's no one in the world understands that better than the court system. The time keeps changing. When you put people in prison, you block their time. You block the time moving. When you put people in a cage, you just blocked the time because you physically block their body. And even their mind can continue. Even the mind continuing, the body cannot movement. It's a movement, it's turning around moving. So what the court is doing with the estate of Michael Jackson, to me, they are doing the right decision. They are making the right decision. And I will not be representing my father's material in any way. I will really not do that. Hello. And I think that Michael Jackson fans, they should stop thinking that the press did Michael Jackson so many injustice. Every injustice that Michael Jackson have received from the press, he deserved it. It was his punishment. I mean, the way he tried to control things wasn't respectful to the press. And the way that I can talk like that, because I'm a victim. I'm a victim from his manipulation. Because if there was any time that the Jackson family, together with his Motown record label, have come forward that I conceived a child, I would not have go through this kind of drama that I went through. You know, there are so many personal things that I can say about it. I'm not going to say about it because even my father is dead. There are things about him that I will never reveal, that I would take with me to the grave. I would take that with me through the grave because he's my dad and I respect him and I love him. And about the music scene, there are so many secret, you know, there is a code, a music code, wherein you respect each other's, and that's what I will do. I will respect that. But anyway, I just don't want people to think that I don't know where I come from. I don't know who I am. I'm living in delusional world. And one of the things that when people read my book, Thriller Betrayal and Thriller the Dark Side, and they go to count, they will make a calculation that I'm not living in a fantasy world. And I have better things to do than lying about Michael Jackson, my father, that he isn't. You know, my father is Michael Jackson. My father is only Michael Jackson. There's no other person. Even when DNA proved Jermaine Jackson is my father, nothing changed. Michael Jackson is my father. He's the one who raised me. Even he had find me next to the garbage, it doesn't change anything. He's my father. He's mine. Even he find me somewhere in the street when he was 17, doesn't matter. Michael Jackson is my father. You know, he's my dad. He's the only dad I know, and he will always be the only dad that I know. Sometimes when I look at him, I'm thinking, you're such a liar. Why did you do all this? But you know what? He made a decision that he made, and I cannot change that. And with that say, I want to close my chat, and I'm not going to change the way that I'm recording my YouTube movies, conversation, and I feel I'm open-minded enough. So people who have comment, a man is screaming for his dog to come. So this is what you hear in the background. So this is what I really want to share with you, my viewers, my followers. Thank you so much. And I will never share specific details about how I was raped. You know, some things in life, they are just too private, and this is very private. And whatever I'm saying, whatever I'm doing, I will always keep in mind to respect my father's privacy. Not because he's Michael Jackson, no, because he's my father. He's my father, and I want to honor him, and I want to respect him, whatever what. I can be angry with him. I have all the right to be angry with him, but I want to respect him, and I want to keep him. I want to keep his privacy. So this is why there are things I will never share with anyone, because I love my dad just like anyone loved their parents. I love my dad. Even his name is Michael Jackson. Even he was Michael Jackson, because he was murdered, and he's no longer around. Was Mocienne Petit Jackson. I want to say thank you for watching my channel, and stay safe.